Hello, everybody. It's me, Rico. I'm back again. Stopped by my buddy Klaus to see a C8 Corvette. I'm out here with my car in the background. Hey, for some of you guys that are new to the channel, my Lex upgrades, just want to tell you what I focus on. Mainly, I focus on the driver's experience through ownership. That's kind of my primary thing, to show you the good, the bad, the ugly about the car I'm specifically driving. So, I want to try to give you some of these experiences to, maybe for those of you may be looking to purchase LC500 or something else. But anyway, I just give you an ownership experience through my eyes and through my points of view. All right, guys. Okay, everybody. Here's the LC500 parked at Mr. Klaus's house. Uh, Thought I'd put it back here with the nice backdrop of the dogwood tree that's blossoming, and just give you a quick view of the car. I plan to take it out. I had it out earlier. Hopefully the video came out pretty good where we showed you some of the sounds of the car, and I gave you a few tidbits about the car just performing on the road. But definitely having fun. I'm looking forward to taking out Mr. Klaus's Corvette again, getting that out on the road, and getting you some launch times to see how it is. But anyway, here it is, backed up in his yard on his backup pad, and it looks pretty good. But anyway, just a short video, and I will talk to you guys later. And one last thing I want to show you guys, the guy, the previous owner, I know I keep saying the guy, he the wrap, kind of like carbon fiber wrap, the engine cover, or the beauty cover, as some people say. Didn't do a bad job. I think I might take it a step further, and I might actually get it painted, but we'll see. So right now I'm not doing a whole lot. The only primary thing I'm going to do is get the clear coat film, 8 millimeter put on the hood and around the fender in the front of the car. So I plan on doing that. That's the real main protection I'm gonna get done. I already talked to the guy. I'm on his schedule in the next 2 weeks. Okay, let's make our way around to the entrance of the LC500. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, for those of you that don't know how to get in these things, you got to kind of press this in gently with a little bit of force, and you pull it. Well, quite naturally. But this is how you lock it, which I found out is pretty straightforward. Press in, and you got to hold it for a little bit. So, yep, it's a little bit different. It's kind of still like the touch. To let you know what I'm doing on my channel is I am trying to give you the driver's perspective and his user experience with the car. So telling you some of the good, some of the bad, some of the not so good things about the vehicle. So that's what I kind of focus on, is giving you the driver experience. Yes, you can get the numbers about 471 horsepower about the car, stuff like that. I can give you those numbers, but I figure you get that from everybody else. So I'm not going to throw all that out at you. Yes, it is a V8 with 471 horsepower. I forget what the torque is, but it's decent. It's not my Corvette, my 1994 Corvette convertible. I had just a regular edition Corvette, but that thing had all kind of power. That's just being a base model, it still kicked and would put you back in the seat. So this is not going to do that. This is just going to be a nice luxury ride. Yes, it does have power, but it doesn't have that kicking power like that Corvette had. Even though the Corvette had less power than this one, but the torque was a lot different. But anyway, I just want to show you some things that makes this car a driver-centric car, and helps you out. At least some of the things that I've seen so far, and maybe some of the things I don't like. Let's see. I'm gonna focus right here. You see these two, this tab right here. And so this is a cruise control, which I like. I love the radar cruise control. All right, one of my favorite things is that on the Lexus cars or Toyotas in general, I like the radar cruise control. Now, this is one of the knocks I had against LS500. there was no notch right here, so I couldn't feel the resume and the set. So I was kind of guessing. I would have to almost take my eyes off the road because it was so smooth. This whole thing was just smooth that you couldn't get a sense of feel. Now I'll tell you what I mean. Without telling you too much of what I do without getting in trouble. Now, like I said before in my earlier videos, I'm an engineer and I work with other engineers. One of the engineering groups we work with is called Human Factors, and what they do is determine how the air crew interfaces with the aircraft and its operations with some of the equipment and the controls. They determine how easy it is for the air crew to use whatever the piece of equipment is and what's the human interface with that. So what that means is, does it make it more tasking for the operator to operate that piece of equipment, or does it make it less taxing for the operator to operate slash use that piece of equipment to do whatever the task is? In this case, why I'm saying that, because this case, the set button right here, because I don't have to take my eyes off the road to figure out what a set button is, and I know what a resume button is just because of these little notches. That makes it easier for the operator to control the equipment with minimal distraction to what his primary job is. In my case, driving a car. I know this seems simple, but things like this make it driver focused. Because now I know the resume is on the top. I know that the set is on the bottom. So come to my right is to turn the system on. So I've got my orientation, and in the middle, I've got the cancel button. So this helps me orient myself without looking off the road. So in engineering terms, this makes the operation of this vehicle a lot easier and a lot safer. And those are some of the things that I deal with on a daily basis. You know, how can we make this safer? How can we make it meet the requirements? So I know this seems a little simple to some of you guys, but these are things that I'm assuming my counterpart in the automotive world deals with as well as I do on a daily basis. So stuff like this makes it simple. Now, haven't started the car up yet. One of the things that I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try to get close. That back end sticks out a lot. Yep, baby got back. Thought I'd throw it in there. But my point is, this doesn't have a 360 camera, and the LS did have a 360 camera, which I love that feature. It gives me depth perception, great peripheral view, and I don't know. I think I'm going to try to break the code since the LS had it, and it's using about the same equipment. I want to see if I can get a baseline of the wiring diagram. I want to see if I can install it in here. If I can figure out that blueprint of how it's put together and what systems interact with each other or how they interact with each other, I'm going to try my best. Not an aftermarket 360 camera. I'm going to try to integrate OEM 360 camera in here. That will be a challenge. But anyway, I've been thinking that through my head. So that might be one of the second major upgrades that I want to do. Something to think about. I know I ramble on for a while about this cruise control, but to me, those are things that make the operation of the vehicle a lot easier. Trackpad, still got to deal with it. So it is what it is. Okay, guys, let me give you a cold start. I mic the back of the car, so I'm going to start it up and you'll see it. Hopefully that second mic, I'll tell you what, let me make sure I got the second mic turned on. Stand by. Okay, got the second mic on. Let's see what she does. Let's see what I can do. All right, let's do a cold start. Now, as you notice, it's cold. So if you look at the red line for the RPM gauge, over to the left is at 3,500. Now, maybe most of you know this, but as it warms up, that red line is going to gradually retard back up to about 8,000, I believe, 7,500. But anyway, it's going to start heating up. As you can see, it starts to dissipate right now. So what that means is you're not going to have full throttle of the car until this car warms up. It's not going to give you full power. So as you see, it's warming up. It's not really all that cold today. I think it is in the 40s, high 40s. But you see it slowly, gradually warming up. That's why it wasn't as loud. But anyway, you got a good cold start. Hopefully, I want to see how it sounds on. When I go back and play the video back. But you see it warming up very little. Zoom in on that just a little bit. Yeah, changing my light. See it warming up. It's getting there. So I'm at 19,981. Dog, I thought I had broke 20,000 the other day. I went and hung out with a couple of my friends, let them check the car out, and we just had a good time. Just ate some lunch together. But anyway, I've been having fun with this car. I'm gonna try to mount my GoPro and the car's camera. I'm gonna install that same dash cam again, but this time I'm gonna run it a lot differently, not up in the window visors. Too much wire. But anyway, I'm planning to do that. Okay, I'm not going to show you all of this, but you get it. And I hope the next few clips is some high spirited driving. I'll put it that way. All right, guys.